the third question from NCERT exercise class 12 physics. Check that the ratio KE square divided by GME is dimensionless. Look up a table of physical constants and determine the value of this ratio. What does this ratio signify? So what is given? So the given part here will be the ratio KE square divided by GME. Okay, what you have to prove here, you have to show that you are not finding anything, you just have to show that the ratio is dimensionless. Ratio is dimensionless. And you also have to find the value of this ratio, and its significance. Okay, so what can we do here? So there is no formula here, just directly we will dive into the solution. So we know very well that these two forces are terms, the numerator and the denominator, look similar to us. What is the similarity here? So you can see that there is KE square divided by GME MP. Now, what is this ME and MP? This represents the mass of electron. This represents the mass of electron, and this represents the mass of proton. Okay, and here in the numerator, I can say that this is a product of charges. What charges? Proton and electron. Okay, so the product of the two charges, proton and electron, E plus into E minus. So therefore we can say that the numerator is somewhat related to Coulomb's law. Yes or no? Numerator is Coulomb's law and the denominator is the gravitational law. So what is the Coulomb's law exactly? So Coulomb's law is the force, electrostatic force is equal to K into Q1 Q2 divided by R square, right? And what about the gravitation? Gravitation is G into mass of the electron, mass of the proton divided by R square. Now if we take the ratio of both these forces, then what will we get? We will get K into E divided by R square divided by G into MP divided by R square. So R square get cancelled. So this is KE square divided by GME. Now you look at this left hand side. What do you have here? This is nothing but force divided by force. So since the numerator and denominator both are dimensionless, the left hand side is dimensionless. That means the right hand side is also dimensionless. So this is one way of doing this. So LHS is dimensionless, therefore RHS is also dimensionless. You can do this way, or you can individually substitute the units of each term. So here I have the ratio is K into E square divided by G into ME into MP, right? So what is the unit of each term? So we can just substitute that. So the unit of K will be Newton meter square Coulomb power minus 2 multiplied by what is E square? E square is Coulomb square, okay, because it is a charge. And what is the gravitational force, gravitational constant unit? So Newton meter square kilogram power minus 2 and multiplied by two masses, okay, product of two masses. So that will be kilogram square. So obviously these two are getting cancelled and Newton meter square and Newton meter square will get cancelled. So therefore this ratio is dimensionless. Okay, so that is our answer. So here once again, what is K? K can be written as F into R square divided by E square. Yes or no? Because what is the force? F is equal to K E square by R square. So from this we can write this equation, F into R square by E square. Same ways we have F is equal to GME divided by R square. So from this equation G is equal to F into R square divided by ME into MP. So using these two equations you can get the unit of this term. Okay, K and G, unit of K and unit of G. In case you don't know, then you can use these equations to calculate. I hope this is clear. So we have just completed the first half. The second half is that you have to find out the value and also its significance. Okay, so what is the value? How to calculate? So we know these are just constants that we are using in our day-to-day calculations. So I hope everybody will know the value of these constants. So just let me write it down. K is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. I am just writing the values. Okay, or with the unit also you can just write Newton meter square, Coulomb power minus 2. And E is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 Coulomb. G is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square, kilogram power minus 2. And mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kilogram. Mass of proton is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilogram. So once I substitute everything in this ratio, so K E square divided by G M E M P. So that is 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 the whole square divided by 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 into 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 27. So once we substitute all this, just use a calculator to do, or else yeah, you have to see what you can do with the calculator. So the value for this will be 0.237 into 10 to the power of, just write the powers, 9. Here you are having minus 19 the whole square. So it will be minus 19, minus 19. This 11 will go to the numerator and become plus 11. Minus 31 will go to the numerator and become plus 31. Minus 27 will go to the numerator and become plus 27. So when you solve this, you are going to get 0.237 into 10 to the power of 40. Okay, so this is our answer. The ratio is this. Now what does this mean? It is actually, like we did in the first method of solution, it is actually force due to electrostatic divided by force due to gravitation. So force due to electrostatic by force due to gravitation is, I can write 2.37 into 10 to the power of 39. What does it indicate? That the electrostatic force is 2.37 into 10 power 39 times the force due to gravitation. So you can see it is 10 to the power 40 times or 39 times larger than the gravitational force. So you can see that the strength of the electrostatic force for the same two particles. So you had one electron and one proton. One electron is there and one proton is there. So these two particles are same particles. The force between them due to gravity and the force between them due to electrostatic. The ratio of those two has a difference of what? 10 to the power of 40. Around 10 to the power of 40. That means electrostatic force is 10 to the power of 40 times larger than the gravitational force for an electron and a proton. This is the concept here. I hope you have understood. So for the significance, you can write electrostatic force is much stronger than gravitational force. So this is the significance.